Hello everyone, and welcome to Thursday. So you might be wondering, Jack, why is it just you here today? We were promised you and Ryan. We want a refund. I will explain. Ryan and I both went to the bins on Tuesday, as you guys saw in the Thrift with us, which we had a blast filming, by the way. I think we found some really good stuff. Not that we showed everything, because there's definitely a ton of super good stuff we haven't shown yet, but that's besides the point. So we both went to the bins on Tuesday, as you guys saw, and we both got quite a lot of stuff. We were there kind of for like the normal amount of time that we're there, but there just was like a lot of good stuff. It wasn't too crazy busy. There was a lot of rotations, so we both got a lot. So what we thought we might do, since I kind of feel like we agreed that we're kind of like even with how much stuff we got, and we're pretty even with the level of greatness that is in these TJ Maxx bags, we decided we would almost kind of do a little like single channel bins competition. So we both went to the bins on the same day, the same location, at the same time, and we're gonna see who got like better stuff, which is gonna be up to you guys, because honestly, I'm sure I would pick me and he would pick him, but we both got a mix of luxury, we both got a mix of Depop stuff, we both got a mix of like bread and butter. It's very even, in my opinion. So I, today, am gonna have my bins haul, and then next Thursday, Ryan is finally gonna do a solo bins haul himself, and he's gonna show you what he got this week. So Ryan wanted me to go first, which is totally fine. I will go first. Also, we thought that'd be a good idea because like we've said in the past couple weeks, Ryan has wanted to do himself a solo bins haul. So this is kind of like two birds, one stone. We can do a little like fun, friendly competition while also allowing Ryan to finally do a solo bins haul. So I today have a ton of really good stuff to show you guys. Like I said, in the Thrift with Us, we definitely showed you some of the really good stuff, but we definitely didn't show you everything. I do have a couple, at least one or two luxury items. I have some insanely good vintage, some that's like super valuable because I've been researching it now, and then some bread and butter and some just a lot of just great stuff across the board. I didn't get any bags and I didn't get any shoes this time. They're actually, now that I think about it, there was not a single shoe rotation while we were there, so we must have got there like a little after the shoe rotation. There's usually one that happens like right when we get there, and we usually get there around like 10:30-ish, and I think the rotation's at like 10:30, but we must have got there a little late or something because there was no shoe rotation. Ryan might have got a couple shoes, including the pair that one of them was stolen, which I predicted, but I didn't get any shoes or bags, so sorry to disappoint. My only two other things I will start with, my miscellaneous slash other. The first thing, I kind of wasn't going to sell myself. I was just going to like, I've told you guys before, with sales, sometimes I'll like wrap the sale or the item in like a fun vintage scarf, just as like an added bonus. So that's what I got this one for, but I think I actually might sell it myself. It's really cool. It reminds me of Moschino. Moschino used to have like a playing card collection, but the brand is cut off of this. I feel like if it was a good brand, it would still say it on it somewhere, or it would say it in one of the cards, but it doesn't say anything. Also, I'm not like a professional with scarves, so I can't tell if this is silk. I kind of don't think so. I'm sure this is just some like vintage off-brand scarf, but I think I might try to sell that myself. Obviously not for a ton, but we will see. This I know you guys saw in the Thrift with us. This is a J. Crew 100% cashmere scarf. I don't know if this is meant to be men's or women's, but obviously it doesn't really matter. This is from what year? Or do these not say? Maybe the scarves don't say years. But I like the colors. It's like really good for fall. It's really nice and 100% cashmere, like I said. This is my only Lululemon piece that I found, and it needs to be washed. So I found this right at the end, and I was like thinking the whole time, I was like, I haven't found any Lulu, and then I found this. So this is just kind of like the classic, is this like the Swiftly jacket or something? I feel like. But the back has this like venting panel to it, and like I said, it needs to be washed. I'm not 100% sure what size this is. Also, by the time you guys are seeing this, I would assume most is listed. This is a size 6. I think that'll do good. The jackets still do pretty good for me. A lot of the Lulu stuff is kind of like dying out, I feel like, but the jackets usually still do quite well. This I also showed you guys in the thrift with us. It is a brand called Jack Winter, and it says fit for you. And there is no size in this, but I would say it's kind of like a small or medium. Jack Winter sweaters apparently are from the 60s. I found that on Etsy. So this is a sweater all the way from the 60s. I like this chunky, like bobbly type knit and the colorway for this thing. And then the funnel neck is quite popular too. I could see like J. Crew or something making this modern day, but since it's from the 60s, I'm gonna put it on Depop and then also like Posh and eBay, and I feel like it'll do good on probably eBay or Depop. Then we have this item, which definitely needs some love, but I think it is worth it. So I definitely didn't think this would be what it is when I found it. This skirt is a Free People vintage skirt, and it is a size 7 or 8, and it's this paisley print, like metallic print midi skirt. It has a zipper on the side, and the zipper is unfortunately broken, but I may actually pay to get this repaired. I myself don't know how to repair it. I would just sew it together, but I don't know if someone could like easily put it on then, so I'm probably gonna have to get the zipper fixed. I don't know, but I think it's gonna be worth it. Old Free People like this, especially when it's cute or funky or interesting, can do super well and get quite a lot of money. So I might get like an estimate from a tailor on how much it would cost to get that fixed, because I think it might be worth it. Obviously, since it also cost me like 50 cents. This is a World Market piece, and I usually do not pick up World Market. It's one size fits all, but this is a made in India like kimono situation, a kimono like robe. It has like yarn of multicolors woven all through it, and then this really pretty kind of like paisley mixed print throughout. It gave me Johnny Was vibes, and I just really like the colors of it. So I think this will do well. I also might try this on Depop too, maybe. Then the first thing, this was also in the, obviously the stuff on top is the stuff that I showed in the thrift with us. This is the Athleta sweatshirt, size small. It is this camo blue sweatshirt, and like I said in the thrift with us, it is slightly kind of like washed, but that for some reason like always happens to Athleta sweatshirts and sweaters, like the modern ones. I don't know if it's just the material they use, but usually like I can still sell them anyways, so I definitely wanted to get that. This is a brand I had never heard of. It's called Ale by Alessandra. And apparently this is like a popular Revolve brand. I just thought it was kind of cute, and since I hadn't heard of it, I put it in my Google pile, and yeah, sure enough, it's like on Revolve quite frequently. When I got home, I realized there are some spots on the back, like right there, and I think the sleeve has a spot like right there. So there's a couple spots in the back. I'm still gonna try it, obviously, since I got it. There also is no, oh, size small. Did I say that? I don't know. We'll see if this is a bolo. I had never heard of it. Ryan apparently had heard of it. I had not. This is a brandless, like vintage Y2K, hashtag twee, hashtag Y2K, hashtag vintage, almost Novacek looking plaid sweater vest, jacket vest. It is a not wool panel at the front, but it like obviously is supposed to kind of feel like wool. And then the back is ribbed. I would say this would fit a medium, but I mainly got this for Depop. The front is acrylic, and this also does not say what brand it is anywhere. I have no idea where this is from, but it just looked very Y2K to me, so we're gonna give that a shot. Then we got a North Face jacket, which I usually kind of skip North Face at the bins unless it's more of like a puffer piece like this. The front label is kind of coming off, but this is from the Summit series, which I'm just gonna pretend I know what that means. And that label is, or logo, is fine. The zipper works perfectly fine, and this inside logo says that it's Summit Series women's size large. Usually there's like a white tag in North Face, so you can look up like a style number, but this one does not have that. So I don't know if I'm gonna be able to find this or find out more information, but I really don't know that much about North Face. I just know I used to send it to the RealReal, but now with their new percentages and with my bins prices going up, I do not do that anymore. Then we have some plus size vintage academia, which I think these are so cute. Like I said, Academia shorts is something I feel like I never really see, but that's what these are. They're these plaid kind of like green and black wool shorts. And a lot of the vintage academia suddenly that I find is by Sag Harbor. This is a size 22 and I measured them and I think they are true to size. They have these elastic kind of side panels to them, but they're 40% wool, even though they feel basically 100% wool. But I think these are super cute. Oh, I almost thought they had pockets, but maybe I am wrong. I don't think they do. I think those are adorable and great for Depop. This is a pair of Levi's shorts. These are, I thought these were 501s, but maybe they're not. Because they don't say, usually 501s say 501 on that label, but these are modern Levi's shorts, the kinds that I like to pick up when they just have this like little size tag here. These could be on Free People, they could be on Aritzia, I'm not sure. Button Fly, I think these will do well, size 25. Then we have a Madewell piece. This is Madewell size 6. I found a lot of Madewell, and I only am selling like half of it myself because some is like super old, so I'm gonna bring that to the consignment store, but some of the pieces I'm gonna sell myself, including this skirt. Like I said, it's size 6 and it's kind of like black and white stripes, almost like Beetlejuice. And this also has like an elastic panel to it, which would make it much more comfortable to wear, I would assume. But it's like a midi skirt with kind of like a slit in it. I don't know, we'll see how that does. Then we have another Levi's item. These are 501s and they say 501s. Like I said, usually 501 says it right there. 501S, which might mean skinny. These are size 27 with a 30-inch inseam, and these ones I think are really, really cute. They have some light, no, not light, some medium level distressing throughout, and they're like the classic blue, light, like mom jean wash, the like vintage type of wash. But yeah, I think these are adorable. I would totally get these at like a normal thrift store or if a consignment store had them at a good price. Then we have a pair of Zaya pants, and I know these pair very well. These are these Zaya Unwind joggers. These are size medium, and I have had these in a number of colors and patterns. I've had camo, I've had like plum, I've had red, I think, and these actually do really well. Maybe unpopular opinion, I kind of like to sell Zaya. Ryan, on the other hand, hates Zaya. So let me know what you think about Zaya, because like, it does pretty good for me. Next up is a piece of clothing by that brand Cider, which if you remember my last bins haul, I found like a ruffly, flowy thing that I was gonna do for Depop, and that was by Cider. It says, your closet's happy hours, Cider. And these are size small, which for jeans is kind of annoying to be size small. But these are like these hippie, floral, raw hem jeans. I just think these are really cute, and I feel like on Depop, these will do quite well. They give me like a Doll's Kill vibe, so that's why I grabbed these, and they're pretty like light. They're not cheap, really feeling, but they're pretty lightweight for being denim, so I thought it was worth trying. I did measure them and they're like a 13.5, so like a 27-inch waist. Then another Zaya piece, and I think Ryan would have thrown me these. There is a little like moon logo on the back, and these are really cute leggings because they have these floral velvet little like details to the legs. These are a size 6 or 8, and they're in really, really good shape. Like I said, Ryan doesn't like Zaya. I do, so I benefit off of that, I guess, in situations like these. Next up is another pair of leggings. Obviously, we are in the pants section. These are size extra small Athleta, and these are some like textured, like they feel like they're kind of supposed to feel like a knit, but they're obviously not because they're like elastic. But these are some high-rise pocketed Athleta leggings. I like Athleta. Athleta does well for me. Actually, honestly, like Athleta is very hit or miss, and it's very unpredictable. Like, you could have two of the exact same pair of pants, and one will sell in like 5 minutes, and the other won't get likes for like 5 months. I don't get it. Next is two of the same pair of pants, which is kind of interesting. I will just unravel one pair, because just know these are the same pair in the same size by the same brand. These are Zara, both size medium. This one is like a pair of plum, almost like oxblood purple pants. These are so cute. Like we always, I feel like we said this like a billion times, but neither of us like to sell Zara, but if it's cute enough, we will. And so I was holding on to these to sell myself, and I looked them up, and apparently these are like huge, like popular blogger favorite pants. So that's even better that I found too, because they come in like a million colors, like neon green, pink, red, plum, and they're all like blogger favorites. So I was really excited to find that out. This skirt is actually from the last bins haul. So don't count this towards the competition. I just forgot to show this because it was being washed. This is a Johnny Was Los Angeles skirt, size medium. And this I got last week, but I just hadn't listed it yet. So it'll now be going into my closet. But this is so pretty. Did I show this? Now I can't remember. But this is a really pretty like boho embroidered skirt, size medium. It's linen. It's beautiful. As I've said, Johnny Was doesn't do it like as well anymore, but I think you just have to mark it lower, but that piece should still do quite well. This was in the Thrift with us, and this is Anthropology, and it's a brand called Sisters Gulasa or Guyasa. These are some floral kind of Lily Pulitzer-esque looking pajama pants. They remind me of kind of like a painting. Like it looks painted. It's really pretty. But I like these like striped cuffs at the bottom, and they have a lot of like stretch, so they'd be extremely comfortable, which is perfect for pajama pants. I think we have one more pair of pants, and then we will get back into more of the like tops and jackets. This is a pair of Banana Republic. They are an XL, and I only got these because they're from the end of 2021. These are some paper bag, kind of like cargo, green, olive colored pants. I think they're super cute. And since they're from the end of 2021 and they're an XL, I am going to give them a shot. So we will see how those do. I have had recently a few Banana Republics sell like super, super quick, but then I've also had some not do anything. So we'll see what that falls under. This is a J. Crew sweater, size extra small. And normally this type of thing I would bring to a consignment store, but I might try this because I think it's really cute with these like ruffle sleeves. There's some like very light pilling in like a couple spots, but overall it's in good shape, and it's also super soft, so we are just gonna give that one a shot as well. This was a new brand to me, and it's called From Future. I don't know if it's like a bolo or anything, but this is a 100% cashmere sweater, and the comps looked very, very all over the place. Obviously cashmere in fall and winter is like a decently safe bet. All right, next is another one of those pieces of clothing that has like no brand in it. I don't know if it's like someone's like ashamed of what brand it is or what. This gave me like Wild Fox vibes, and it's not Shein. I know that because it looks like something was cut out up here. So I'm just gonna do brandless, and I'm gonna put it on Depop. It looks kind of like medium, maybe, but this gave me kind of like gothic-y punk vibes. Then we have another Madewell piece. This is Madewell size medium, and this is just like a really cute chambray tied, maybe cropped, or at least just shorter top, sleeveless, springy, not very fall. Then we have a Vince piece. This is Vince size small, and this is like a batwing, just white silk wrap top, plain back. Not a ton to say. I feel like that's always true with Vince. This I know I showed. This is adorable. This is a piece of Jewels, and it is a size 12. I don't know who makes Jewels, but I know it's like very popular kind of in the UK, I think. But this is a Dachshund graphic sweater. I think it's so cute in this nice like red color. This sleeve has like a little blue detail, and this one does not. I don't know why. And then the back of the Dachshund is on the back, but it's quite soft. It is not wool, so it won't be itchy, and I just think that is super adorable. Next up is another vintage piece, and it's by a brand called Architect, and it's size large, and I think this is originally a men's large. It is this like striped sweater vest. I'm probably gonna list it as like a woman's XL or XXL possibly, but I just like the colors, and something like this I think would do good on Depop. Another piece of Madewell. This is Madewell size medium, and another more like spring type item, but I think this is adorable. It has this puff sleeve to it, and it has these like micro floral print throughout. I think it's super cute. And Madewell is so, I was gonna say hit or miss, but Madewell is kind of like miss or like punt. Isn't that the baseball thing where you just kind of like tap it? Yeah, that's very Madewell, like punt or miss. This is a Cloth and Stone piece, size small. And this is just like perfect for the season. Cloth and Stone I also would bring to a consignment store normally, but this is too cute and too good for fall. It has like a fringe detail around it. It has a button back, and then the bottom is fringe as well. It's also so soft. So I'm gonna give that a shot. Another great fall or winter item. This is vintage, and it's this like color block wool jacket, and I think it's kind of a crop length too. But this is by David Brooks, and it's size 12. Made in the USA, and it does have some shoulder pads to it, but I just really like this color block like wool panel situation. It has some like really light discoloration to the armhole areas, but nothing too bad. So we're gonna give that a shot as well. I feel like that's very the vibe of this haul is like, we're gonna give that a shot. Next up, because we can't go a haul without it, an American Eagle piece. And this is a cropped sweater that is a really cute, unique color combination. So the sleeves are like lavender and cream stripe, and then the body is black and cream stripe. I just think it's really cute. I think this is from 2019, which usually with American Eagle I try to do like 2020 or newer, but it's seasonally appropriate, and I think the color combination is nice. So say it with me now. We're gonna give that a shot. Next up is an Athleta piece, and this is Athleta size large, an older label, but it's a very soft like tunic. I think it's a tunic. I don't think it's a dress, but it's soft, and there's no really like pilling. There's no holes. For being this older label, it's like in really good shape. So we're gonna give that a shot. Next is another vintage academia piece that I think I showed. It's by Bridgetown Collection, size 8, and it's 100% wool. And it is this like window pane plaid vest that I think is cute. Each item. I think this is cute, and we're gonna give it a shot. I apologize. So yeah, size 8. I'm really liking doing the academia for Depop, so that is where this is going. This, I don't know if it's vintage or modern, but it's very nice. It's just St. John's Bay, size large, and this is a super thick flannel. Very shacket-esque, and I love this color combination. If this does not sell, this is staying with me. So if you want this, get it before I decide that I'm gonna keep it, and maybe I'll just like put it on for the rest of this haul because it fits like perfectly. But this color combo, this like brown and maroon, I love it. Next up is another vintage academia piece, which has a few more stains than I thought, so this might be gotten rid of. It's Celica. I don't know what or who that is. Sometimes you guys know these vintage brands, and I have not the foggiest idea. But this is like a wool houndstooth oversized blazer. I had known that it had one small spot to the front, like right here, but now I'm noticing that it has a couple spots to the sleeve right there, and then this one has a handful of spots to it. So I don't know. It is a size 16. So it's a good size, and it's really cute. Kind of reminds me of like Anine Bing blazers. I don't know what I'm gonna do with that yet. Also, I am keeping my 2 best items that were in the thumbnail for a finale. Next up, we got like only 5 more items left. So this is Zara, size extra small. And I think that this is extremely pretty. Also, Zara dresses can do decent for me. So this is like a shirt dress that actually buttons all the way up the front, and then it has a belt. But it's this kind of like tropical-esque. I almost thought it was like Birds of Paradise, but it's not. Even though there's like, either these are cherry blossoms or hibiscus, and I haven't like decided. But I really like this, and when I've had shirt dresses before from Zara, they do pretty decent. So we'll see how that does. This is the Storybook Knits, and someone told me in the Thrift with us that these were sold on like QVC back in the day. Size large. This is the dog sweater. Love. This is one side. It has like this dog with a butterfly, and then the other dog is like pulling at his leash on this side. And then on this side, we have a dog who's fetching like a tennis ball, and then a dog who has a stick, I believe. And like I said in the Thrift with us, the buttons are dogs and bones. And actually all the dogs match this guy. So that's cute. And then the sleeves even have, both sleeves look like this. They have like a bone on them. So there's like one spot on the back of this, like right here, but that doesn't faze me. That's not a big deal. This reminds me a lot of Michael Simon, and I think it'll do very, very well. Then we did get one of the leather jackets, the Colebrook one. It feels like lamb leather because I have a Sonoma one that's lamb leather, and it feels just like this. This is a size large, and I don't know if that was men's or women's. I kind of feel like women's, and I would still say it's like a woman's large. It's super nice. There is some, like, along the zipper, light fading, but nothing too bad. It is such nice leather. It's so hard for me to skip these at the bins. Like, I know they're a little heavier because, like, leather is just a little heavier, but they're just so nice. And you know how much they probably retailed for back in, like, the 80s. So, like, I just can't skip them. 3 more items, and they're all good ones. This first one is by a brand called Citron, and it is definitely vintage, size large. And this is like a coffee shop printed blouse. There are coffee bean plants, coffee cups, coffee chairs, bags of coffee, coffee machines, coffee beans, sugar cubes, baskets, pitchers, spoons, everything. Everything coffee shop related. Could you imagine if you were a Starbucks barista working in the fall and you wore this under your, like, green apron? That would be so cute. That'd be so cute. So that's adorable. That is a cute pickup. I don't know which one of these is better, honestly. I have not decided yet. We'll show the luxury one first. So this is Burberry. Burberry's, which is authentic. I've seen people think that that means it's not authentic. That just means that it's, like, older. It's from, like, the 80s and 70s and stuff. They used to be called Burberry's. This is a size large, a woman's large, and this is like a hip-hitting trench coat. You can add a belt to it, but it's missing the belt, but there's a belt loop at the side right here, so you could really make it look like a midi trench coat. The whole inside is completely Novacek lined, which of course we love. There's a few spots throughout, but they're all basically like this, like super small. And if you really wanted to, like, if that bothered you, you could probably dry clean it and it would come out. But I also love that through, like, the fabric isn't thick enough to completely block out the Novacek. So, like, the girls that know will know when you're wearing this that you're in a Burberry, because you can see through the back. Or you could just wear it open and kind of have it flap open. But of course, I was so pumped to find this. I am gonna absolutely sell this myself. Don't send your Burberrys into the RealReal because they market much lower than, like, Burberry London. Every once in a while they'll market like what it should be, but I've seen trenches on there for like 140. So also, if you want a Burberry trench, look up Burberry's on the RealReal. So last is the thing that I almost kept for myself, but then I was like, okay, there's parts of it that don't work for me. And then I looked it up and I really solidified the idea that I'm gonna sell it. So this is a vintage, once again, kind of like paneled wool piece, and it's actually a blazer that is also a sweater. So it has these really nice, like, leather wrapped buttons, and then it has a collar that's like a knit wool ribbed kind of sweater, and the sleeves are slightly, like, puffed, very chunky wool sleeves. I am obsessed with the body, the paneled wool. It is so nice. I want like a pair of pants and a classic blazer that looks like this. And the back is also that paneled, and all of the panels are just like super high quality, nice wool. This is so amazing. Also, any companies, if you're just, like, gonna get rid of all your extra blazers or coats or at some point or whatever, do this. Cut them up and put them all together. That is so cool. But this is by Orvis, and it's a size large, and this definitely was a men's large. So I'm gonna list it under men's and women's. I'm gonna do men's large and women's XL. It's 100% new wool, and it's made in Ireland, which Irish wool is very, very nice. This is from the 80s, I believe, because I reverse image searched it, and 2 people had this actually, and it goes for like 200 to 300 online. So this is absolutely being sold because that's great. I grabbed this so quick. When I saw it, I was like, oh my gosh, beautiful. It's so beautiful. Some of these panels are like blazer. Some of them are like tweed. It's just so cool. And also very academia. I don't know which one I prefer. You guys also tell me that. Okay, so I have multiple questions. After seeing Ryan's next week, who had a better bins trip? Do you like Zaya? And which is better in your mind? Burberry or the Orvis? They're probably similar value, and I don't know which one I'm more excited about. Because, like, obviously Burberry, normally I'd be like, oh my gosh, Burberry's my favorite. But this is just so unique and so cool. I can't decide. Anyways, that is all that I have for you guys today. So this flannel will be listed for a while. If you like it, go grab it quick before I decide to keep it. Same with this thing. Even though, like I said, I don't think I could pull off these like sweater details to this. But I will see you guys either tomorrow on the second channel, which we're gonna talk about bougie Halloween decorations, because I did grab a couple slightly pricier like house decor pieces of Halloween this year. Or I will see you with Ryan on Saturday for What's Sold Saturday, or I will see you on Tuesday. And then Ryan will see you guys alone on Thursday, so have fun with that. And I will see you at one of those points. So be sure to answer my 3 questions. Well, the 2. And I will see you at some point. Goodbye.